Lord help us. Listen to this.
Do you think people can be born gay?
No, I don't. And there's no conclusive evidence to that point.
Wow, a lot of gay people say they were born that way. They said that, you're saying
a lot of
basically that gay
murderers
people-
say they were born murderers. A lot of pedophiles say they were born pedophiles. So if we're going to say there's a gay gene, we're going to have to open up the conversation and say that there's a pedophile gene, which means if I molest children, I shouldn't go to jail because after all, it was in my DNA.
What did I
Be
say
careful
yesterday?
about opening up one door. You
I
got to
told
open
you.
up all them doors.
What I say
But
yesterday?
no, hold on. Being a pedophile is illegal. Being a homosexual is not illegal.
There's
Listen
an
to this.
organization called the North American Association for Man and Boy Love. They're trying to normalize and legalize pedophilia.
Oh, no, we got to blow them up.
It's on the
that.
internet.
We
North
gotta-
American
they gotta go.
Association.
That sounds
No, they gotta
crazy.
go.
Oh my goodness. In
No,
fact,
no.
it's already been predicted that when the next DSM comes out, pedophilia will be normal behavior.
We need to drop a
Remember,
bomb on them
homosexuality
right
was once mental illness up until 74. They changed it in 74. Some people thought homosexuality would never be considered normal in 74.
But it was never illegal.
It was never illegal. But here's the thing. Once you say something is normal, it's easy to make it legal.
Lord.
You guys know me. I am a very clear, not Dr. Umar fan. I make fun of him a lot. You may have seen some recent videos on the channel about him. But forget that. Sometimes you have to acknowledge when someone is spitting facts. When someone is just speaking inalienable, undeniable truth. And this is that. Dr. Umar, I'm putting down my pitchfork and my torch, and this time I'm not going to come for you. This time we're in agreement. I think a lot of us have to become aware or be made conscious of what he said at the end there. Of course, the beginning of what he was saying that no one's born gay and conflating people having a sexuality that you don't morally or ethically agree with. Comparing that to a fucking dead-ass murderer or a fucking pedophile, you conflated the two, and that's kind of sick. But at the end of the day, you're just trying to make a point. Don't get caught up in the examples. And so, yeah, Dr. Umar is most definitely right about like that association for men and boy love. We've been seeing a fuck ton of media outlets talking about indoctrination. We saw Balenciaga do some weird BDSM sex toy shit earlier this year. We've been seeing Joe Biden fondling girls. Or at least we've just been memeing it. The world's been going this shit, and one of the things on their initiative is most definitely normalize pedophilia, and so we all have to gather together, come together, and at least ensure that that one doesn't, that little intuitive on their agenda. We gotta make sure this one doesn't get achieved. I fucking got stuck on the int part of into what the fuck, how do you even say it, bro? I just figured this was a nice video because I'm constantly showing the negative, and you're constantly seeing the negative side of Dr. Umar, the dumb things that he says. And this was a pretty based, positive idea or positive talking point. Honestly, I could appreciate it more than I could say that it didn't have value. And so it's just nice to point out that even those people out there that we think are dumb or we think are just not good figures, not good people, even they can sometimes have a lapse of good, you know? It's just, this points out something that I've been noticing, which is that usually when you hate something a lot and then that thing that you hate does something good, the good that it did becomes very big, you know? You take notice to it. And vice versa. If something good you love, if something you love does something negative, then the negativity that it brought you is going to be exacerbated even more. You know, so just keep that in mind. You boys have a good life. And, Neko-chan, just put the light on me, glare. Bad, Mr. Kitty. Peace out. Leave a like and subscribe.
Stupid! Bad kid! Bad kid!
I'm not upset with y'all because I know you're mentally ill, which is why one day I'm gonna open up a hospital. I'm